More than 80 Israeli jets, over 230 bombs, Tehran's oil infrastructure in flames, black smoke visible from 40 miles away. It was called Operation Epic Fury, and according to senior Trump administration advisors, the United States wasn't fully informed before it happened. So why is America still fighting Israel's war? For decades, Israel has pursued one strategic goal in the Middle East: the elimination of Iranian military and nuclear capability. 6 American presidents, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Biden, were each separately lobbied by Israeli officials to authorize strikes on Iran. Each one refused. The reasons were consistent. Iran is not Iraq. A strike wouldn't end the regime, it would harden it, and the economic consequences, oil supply, regional stability, global markets, were too severe to risk. Israel understood this, so it waited. Then, in January 2025, Donald Trump began his second term. Within weeks, Operation Epic Fury was authorized. American forces joined Israeli strikes over Iranian territory for the first time in history. What changed between President number 6 and President number 7? The operation began with declared targets: Iranian nuclear facilities and military command infrastructure. But Israeli jets quickly moved beyond those targets. More than 30 Iranian fuel depots and oil storage facilities around Tehran were struck. Fireballs rose miles into the sky. Tehran fell under a blanket of toxic black smoke. Rain fell dark and oily over the city. Iran's oil distribution company confirmed 6 workers died immediately. The fires kept burning. The Trump administration's public response was immediate. The United States had no prior knowledge of the oil infrastructure strikes. Israel acted alone, disputed, denied by Israeli officials, questioned by independent analysts. But Senator Lindsey Graham, one of Trump's most consistent congressional allies, stated publicly that attacking oil facilities was a strategic mistake. "Bomb the targets carefully," he said on record. "Why are you attacking these oil facilities?" When one of Trump's closest supporters openly criticizes the operation, it raises a documented question. Was America genuinely in control of this war, or was it following someone else's plan? But according to analysts, the more revealing detail wasn't what Israel bombed, it was what Israel knew America couldn't do once the bombing started. Iran's response to the oil strikes was immediate and documented. The IRGC publicly warned that oil prices would reach $200 per barrel. Within days, crude moved from $65 to $110. Qatar's energy minister stated $150 was possible within weeks if Gulf producers reduced output. In the United States, fuel prices jumped from $2.95 to $4 per gallon in under 7 days, the fastest recorded spike in American history, according to independent energy analysts. The Strait of Hormuz, through which nearly 20% of global oil supply passes, came under fire. Tanker traffic collapsed by 80 to 90%. Iraqi production dropped 70%. Kuwait began cutting output. America was now economically bleeding from a war its own senator had called a strategic mistake. Trump, visibly frustrated, according to White House sources, reportedly did not want the oil infrastructure struck. He wanted a short, controlled operation. What he got was a regional war with no clear exit. 6 presidents had seen this coming. They said no. Trump had warned them himself. In 2011, Donald Trump wrote publicly that President Obama would attack Iran solely to save his approval ratings. The post is documented and archived. Now Trump faces the same war, with approval ratings under pressure, an economy absorbing its fastest fuel price spike in history, and a conflict with no visible endpoint. Israel's objective in this war is documented and consistent: the permanent dismantlement of Iranian regional power and the creation of Israeli strategic dominance across the Middle East, what some analysts refer to as Greater Israel. America's objective remains officially unclear. What is documented is Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, son of the late Ayatollah Khamenei, is reportedly more hardline, more connected to the IRGC, and less inclined toward negotiation than his father. The moderate Iranian voices America allegedly hoped to engage were reportedly killed in the same strikes that removed Khamenei Sr. The regime change that was promised has not arrived. A harder regime has. 6 presidents studied this war and walked away. The 7th launched it, and according to his own allies, didn't fully control it once it started. Whether that was miscalculation, manipulation, or something else entirely, the oil is still burning. The bills are already arriving at every fuel pump. If this story stayed with you, the next one will too.